Let me ask you guys a question. Do you think it would be fun to be born as a giant anaconda? I mean, you're a huge snake, you know what I'm saying? I think you're probably one of the most intimidating things ever. Well, apparently it's not that fun after all. Today's video is all about why it's not fun to be born as a giant anaconda. The video is by Denzo. Big shout out to him. And already in the beginning, I'm concerned about what's happening on my screen. Is that the little anaconda man himself?
Slip into life from the comfort of your mother's body, born live into the dense, warm,
he just got
humid
doozed
air
out.
of the
All right,
Amazon. Your mom leaves you the moment she
here we
pushes
go.
you out, not seeing the difference between giving birth and pooping. You and your siblings scatter in all directions.
Wait, is that
and
true?
The jungle doesn't care that you're new here. He was a great sibling anyway. At the moment you're...
Yeah, bro, there's already so much happening in this video. First off, I was told that the mom abandons the baby snakes because she didn't know if she took a deuce or gave birth. That's insane off the rip. Then in the background, hold up, my boy gets his brother's noggin taken off by a crocodile. All right, like I said, a lot going on in the beginning of this video. If you guys haven't yet, by the way, scroll down for me, hit that subscribe
At the moment,
button.
you're only a couple of feet long.
I appreciate you.
Honestly, kind of cute.
You are kind of
Jaguars,
cute.
caimans, and even large birds would find a meal like you irresistible.
Oh,
but you know
no.
how to disappear. In the river, you blend in with the brown, murky current,
Nice.
slipping unnoticed beneath the surface. It feels almost fun, but playing in the water makes you hungry. So it's time to get serious.
What do they
Your
eat
senses,
as
though still
babies?
developing, are already sharp enough to pick up movement in the water. You notice a small fish darting by.
Okay.
A perfect target.
Makes
You
sense.
freeze, letting the current carry you, getting closer and closer. Your jaws clamp down with shocking speed, and
Got
your
'em.
first kill is yours.
How is that thing still
It's a tiny
swimming?
victory, but a victory nonetheless. The first of many. You want to grow fast.
Ooh.
Out here, survival is all about getting big,
Not the
strong,
monkey.
and sneaky.
Ah!
Speaking
Okay,
of
the
sneaky,
monkey.
have you noticed your skin yet? Look at that. A beautifully patterned mix of green and brown.
Yeah, we
Nature's
look
perfect
nice.
camouflage.
We look
Whether
mad
you're
nice.
slinking through the murky water or blending into the dense underbrush, no one can see you coming. You're practically invisible.
But I like, by the way, I like how this guy's just kind of walking around. What kind of cheetah just walks around in the jungle like this?
That's your first real
I'm not an
advantage in this
anaconda. I don't know.
wild place.
I don't know
It's
what
not
they be
much
seeing.
now, but it'll come in handy once you're ready to hunt something a little more challenging. For now, though, you stick to the basics. You spend your days slithering through the
I
rivers
gotta
and
see
swamps,
that.
mostly keeping to the water where you feel safe. Your eyes and nostrils stay just above the surface as you gently slide through,
That's
waiting for an
terrifying.
unsuspecting snack to wander a little too close.
Ratatouille,
As you
don't do
rest
it.
just below the surface, you spot
Oh,
a tasty
he's
target, a
chilling.
small rodent, foolish enough to venture right up to the water's edge.
He makes some mean
You
spaghetti.
wait
Don't.
patiently, and then you strike with lightning speed, wrapping your coils around it, squeezing tight until it's over.
Did he just instant
Dinner
transmission? What was that?
Not bad. You've entered the juvenile phase of your life, and things are starting to get interesting.
Happy birthday to my
You're
boy
bigger
Annie.
now, faster and stronger.
Happy
And your
birthday.
prey, well, you've moved up in the world.
Anaconda
Small frogs
guidance?
and fish just don't cut it anymore. Now you've got your eyes on something more substantial, like capybaras.
Not the
Yeah, the
cappies,
world's
bro.
largest rodents on your menu
Not
now.
the Cappies. Oh, Reggie.
Whew, that was close.
It was
But
close.
don't get cocky just yet. You're still not the biggest predator out here. There are jaguars, caimans, and other anacondas that would
jaguars.
love
I
to
called
make
it a
meal out
cheetah.
of you if they get the
My bad.
chance.
It's still
Gotta
not
stay
walking
sharp
on
and
2
use
feet.
your camouflage to your advantage. Oh wait, it's a caiman basking on the riverbank.
Oh.
It's not huge, probably a juvenile like you.
Nah, he
but
ain't about
it's
to get
still a
that.
risky move. You think about it for a moment, weighing your options. Should you go for it?
Smart
Could be your first big
anaconda.
test as a hunter.
Is that a football
Why not?
play down there? What's going on? Oh, it's tic-tac-toe.
You slink
I
into
don't
the
like math.
water, sliding gently toward the caiman with the grace of a shadow.
Oh, no.
Your muscles coil, ready to strike, and
I don't know about this one. Oh!
it wasn't as tough as I thought. That's your first taste of success as a true predator, but let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Wait
Not
a
every day's a
minute.
win. There are days when your prey outsmarts you, like that one time you tried to take down a capybara but ended up being dragged halfway across the river before it managed to escape.
That's right. Punch him. Get out of
Yeah,
there,
that
Cappy.
wasn't your finest moment, but don't worry, no one saw
Shout
that.
out to the capybara. W
The good
Cappy in
news
the
is you're
comments.
still growing, and with every meal you get a little
C-A-P-Y.
bigger, a little
Not me.
stronger, and a
The
little
capybara.
wiser. By the time you're fully into your juvenile phase, the jungle
W
doesn't
me
feel
too,
quite
bro.
as
Let me
intimidating
get some-
anymore.
get some
Sure, there are still
comments.
big predators out there, but you're climbing the food chain, and fast.
Was that a
As the months roll
capybara?
by, you become more and more comfortable in your environment. You've perfected the art of hiding in plain sight, waiting for hours, maybe days, or weeks.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Poor
finally.
fella.
A group of capybaras grazing near the water's
No!
edge.
Not
It
his
sinks slowly
family!
beneath the surface, your eyes barely visible as you approach.
Get out of there,
Wait,
Cappy.
your muscles tense. And then, what? Where did this jerk pop up from? Do you think he'd mind if you asked for just a small bite to crib your hunger?
At least the other ones got away. Ah!
No, maybe that's not such a good
Oh my
idea. Let's get out
gosh.
of here. You continue to refine your skills, learning more about your
Where'd the
environment
pull-up
and
bar
your
come
place
from?
in it.
Bro, Capi
You've
Bar and
mastered
his
the art of
family.
stealth, using your patterned skin
okay.
to blend seamlessly into the jungle around you.
I like
You've
that
developed
meme.
a keen sense of smell, allowing you to track prey even through the thickest underbrush.
Bro, is that
and
an
your
elk?
body,
What is that?
pure muscle.
Those horns are crazy.
At this point, you're no longer just a juvenile anaconda.
That's
You're
what I'm
approaching
trying to look
adulthood.
like.
You've reached a size that commands respect, or at least some healthy fear from most of the creatures in this territory. At over 15 feet long and still growing, you're a true force to be reckoned with.
Hey, tell me why I kind of look like the anaconda, you know what I'm saying? We got the same face shape. We're doing our thing over here. He's about 15 feet tall. I'm about 10, all right? Cut it in half, and add a few inches, all right? I'm
No
not
more
5 foot
small-time
tall.
snacks for you. You've graduated to bigger prey.
That's 7.
And by bigger, we're talking deer, wild pigs, and even the occasional caiman that dares to cross your path.
Sit
As
'em
you
down.
grow, the jungle becomes more crowded, and you need a place to call your own.
I've never seen
It's
an
time to
actual
search for a
anaconda in
territory,
real life.
A safe space where you
15
can hunt,
feet for
rest,
sure.
and hunt. You slip.
I've actually never seen an anaconda with a sniper before. Wait a minute, what kind of anaconda? I'm never going to the jungle. If there's already 15 feet anacondas and he's got snipers,
Rest and
I'm good.
hunt.
I'm about to
You
get
slither through the
360
dense
no
jungle,
scoped out there.
exploring every corner, crossing
happening.
rivers, climbing over fallen logs, and navigating the thick underbrush. You need to find a secluded area, somewhere near water, with plenty of prey but far from other predators.
Okay.
After days of
Where we
searching, you
think?
find the perfect spot. A quiet stretch of river hidden beneath a canopy of trees.
Nice.
The perfect territory.
That'll
You
do
mark
it.
the area with your scent, claiming it as your own. This is where you'll live out the next chapter of your life.
You got his cologne?
And speaking of the next chapter, it's time for something new. Mating. It's not just about survival anymore. Now it's about passing on your genes.
Right,
As mating
right.
season arrives, you begin to pick up the scent of a potential mate nearby. You follow the trail, slithering through the thick jungle and dense swamp until you find another anaconda, a female. What a beauty.
What a beauty.
The courtship begins. It's a
How
slow,
adorable.
winding dance
What
as
is
the two
that?
of you coil around each other. The female will carry out your legacy.
All right. I mean, that's simple, I guess.
Several months later,
It's like
as
a
a
hug,
female,
you know what
find
I'm
a
saying?
secluded
Wrapping
area
your
to
arms
give
around
birth.
somebody,
You don't
and
lay eggs like many other
they poop
snakes.
something out.
Instead, you
Whoa.
give birth to live young.
All
Between
right.
20 to 40 baby anacondas will enter the world, much like you did years ago. But your job's done.
20 to 40?
You leave, never to see the offspring, knowing that most of them won't survive their first year.
Well, I guess that most of them
Honestly,
do
there's
get
no
eaten.
real difference between giving birth and pooping for an anaconda.
That's
In both
crazy.
cases, you're just pushing something out and leaving it behind. Anyway, let's get back to some fun now. As you grow older and bigger, your body starts to feel the wear and tear of years spent hunting and surviving. You're still strong, there's no doubt about that, but you're
How
not as
big are
fast
we?
as you once were. The youthful energy that once fueled your every hunt is starting to fade, and you find yourself needing to be a little more strategic
I
with
don't
your
know how big
moves.
we are.
As
We're
you
pretty
lie
large, I would
submerged in
say.
the cool waters of a river,
Oh, we're
you sense something
chilling.
moving nearby. It's a capybara, casually grazing at the water's edge.
Cappy, run!
Normally, you wouldn't bother with something as small as a capybara anymore, but today you're feeling a little nostalgic.
Nah. Cappy can
After
run.
all, it's been a while since you last took one down, and there's something satisfying about going back to where it all started.
Nah, it's all
You
good.
wait, watching.
You don't have
Your body
to.
completely still beneath the water's
Where'd
surface.
Cappy get a cup?
The capybara inches closer, oblivious to the danger lurking just
Cappy,
beneath its
run!
feet. And then, in a flash, you strike. Your coils wrap around the capybara in an instant, and within moments, it's over.
Great.
You've still got it.
Great.
But as you swallow your meal, you can't help but notice that it's not quite as satisfying as it used to be.
R.I.P.
Sure,
Sure.
the thrill of the hunt is still there, but something's changed. You've grown, not just physically, but mentally. One day, as you
You're
stalk
an
a
old
young
man.
deer near the water's edge, you sense that
I
something's
like how
different.
all the animals are just walking
Your
around.
muscles coil, ready to strike, but just as you lunge, something goes wrong. The deer senses you at the last second and bolts. You try to chase, but your body doesn't move as quickly
Oh,
as
he's
it used to.
old. He's an old man
You
now.
miss. The deer escapes.
He, the
It's
loser
the first
sign?
failed hunt in a long time, but something feels different
Disrespectful.
this time. You feel the exhaustion deep in your muscles, the weight of the years
He's
finally
dust.
catching up with you. You slither back
This
to
is
the
why
water,
it's not
but
so
you know
fun
that
to
it
be an
won't get easier
anaconda.
from here. In reality, most anacondas don't die in battle. They simply grow too slow and too tired.
And they're out.
Eventually, the jungle takes them back.
That's it. And then you get called a loser by a deer you were trying to attack. Capybaras start escaping with their cups. I don't know where they got the cups, but whatever. I will see you guys in tomorrow's video, though. Thank you for watching with me. I love ya. Goodbye.